Hey, what's up, YouTube? I just want to give my breakdown on the SF Marathon and, things to look out for and just my recommendations. Um, I would say, although it's pricey, it's probably one of the best and most relaxing runs I've ever done. You pretty much get a run along the Embarcadero, you know, get to see some of the beach and, yeah, it's pretty neat. You know, I signed up thinking it was in December, but turns out it was in September, right? So I didn't really get a chance to prepare for it, but um I mean, you know, you could walk it. I recommend, training for it. You know, but it's doable. Some people were speed walking and there were some really good runners. They just just blew past it. But yeah, man, I would say it was worth it. They do have a an option where it's like you do have to pay extra for the refund policy, and I kind of thought that was I didn't really agree with that, and I didn't pick that option. So um, leading up to the race, I was gonna switch to the virtual, but switching to that, I wouldn't have got the medal. I would have got a different medal, and I wouldn't have got reimbursed. So I was like, all right, F it. Here I am. Yeah, so I just decided to do the race, and I would say it was worth it, man. They got a lot of water stations. You don't even really have to bring your own water bottle. It's recommended. You don't really need a bag. I wish I would have brought my headphones, but I mean the scenery was awesome. Um, and they have so much. They give you electrolytes, and I used some gel packs. I bought some at Sports Basement. And yeah, I was doing good, man. Up until I got to the bridge, I started feeling pain in my knee, and I'm not sure if you are all familiar with the IT band syndrome. So that's just means either your leg is either pointing inward and that repetitive motion based on the way it's pointing can cause it, or your glutes are weak. And yeah, so I definitely want to prepare next time. But I mean, I would say it was fun. Once I got up to the bridge, I had to walk, and um I was sort of like running backwards, skipping, trying to do everything in my power to keep moving. And then once I got to the bridge, um, I would run so many sections and then walk a section. And then, I finally got across the bridge. And then, yeah, I was with the slower pack. A lot of us, once we got to the other side, it got sort of closed down. Um, so they had a shuttle there. And the shuttle drove us just back to the other side of the bridge. And luckily, we were able to keep going. Um, and yeah, I just walked most of that way. And then I tried to run. Then I got up to Golden Gate Park, and that was pretty neat. There's a little concert going on. So I walked through that, and I believe there was a part where I didn't know at the time there were ultra marathon runners. They caught up to us, and then so we got to that point. And then I realized, I learned my left leg is was still strong. I wasn't feeling any pain, so I tried something different. I started running on my left leg, and taking more load on the left, and that helped. I was actually able to push through, and I got closer to the park, and or well, the end of the park, And yeah. And then once we got out of the park, we had the option to take the shuttle back. And, I was like, nah, forget that. And, one of the ultra marathon runners just walked straight through. Once those cutoff points are over, they sort of, the guys directing traffic and the volunteers kind of, you lose that support. But luckily, we kept walking, and it was pretty neat. We're walking through the streets of San Francisco, it was all like cleared up for us. And yeah, a lot of folks, were cheering us on. And it's pretty neat. And as I was walking, one of the ultra marathon runners was like, says, "Hey," we started laughing, and he's like, "Yeah, man, how you feeling?" I'm like, "I'm drained." He's like, "Yeah, I'm doing an ultra marathon." And yeah, we just kept walking. And there were still people directing traffic. Some of the streets were cleared up for us. And then we got to a point where the traffic wasn't blocked off, and we kept walking. And then there was these two ladies. They caught up. Well, actually, they were ahead of us, and then they had to slow down, and we caught up to them. So it ended up being four of us at the end. And it was pretty cool. We walked through the around the San Francisco Giants stadium, and one of the playoff games was going on. And all we were thinking was like, dang, where's this finish line? The We're looking for Folsom Street. And yeah, man, we made it. My legs were dead. But yeah, I got the medal, and it's a pretty cool medal. So I recommend it. Signing up. It's expensive, um, but it is a good challenge. Recommend challenging yourself. Definitely, you don't want to get that IT band pain. Build your glutes. I mean, I don't even, practice what I preach, but that'll make your run more enjoyable. At least you can, clear, even if you run 15 miles and walk the rest. It's better than, feeling the pain early. So as long as you could cover at least, half of the race running and then some, you should be good. Um, Foot pain, you know, I have my running shoes are Hoka, so they got a lot of padding in them. And then I use some uh these little cups for my heels. So and I have running socks, so that minimized some of the pain. Although my feet, were kind of, the front, my toes were kind of smashed in. And yeah, it was hard to, I recommend getting a hotel or something, and then have someone just ride you to your hotel. And yeah, but I mean, it's fun. I recommend it. And even if you can't do it, set a goal for yourself. I mean, you could try the half marathon, or just get out there, be active. But yeah, that's my tips. And yep.